Go! Move! Get out! What are you doing? Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. I had to take a break. Mainly for two reasons. First one being I had class, but the second one was... that. Excuse me. But, I'm just gonna say this real quick before I continue here. That was a bit hard for me to take care of. Not necessarily in the sense that... I just wasn't ready for it. But, I guess what's weird is I was ready for it in the sense that I knew the tag... You know, I read the tags on the Steam page, but I just didn't expect that. And... look. If any of you are ever like that for whatever reasons, feel like you're losing that fight in depression, find someone to talk to. Whether it's a friend, a relative, even professionals, it doesn't matter. Just never give up, okay? That's the last thing I want to see. Is any of you guys, or just anyone in general, do what happened to Sayori, who apparently in this game no longer exists, but... well, what I'm told is the game will actually corrupt as the story goes on, and I've actually realized this because my saves I had set up are gone. Didn't know that whatsoever, which surprised me. And also there's files that I showed you guys last episode that are now on my computer, so... well... clearly new game no longer seems to be a thing, but I can still click it. Oh boy. Well, the music is... sounds like the guy making the music has decided to already have a stroke. Nothing seems different. 3/4 copyright signal. Copyright signal. Get quotation mark. I see an annoying girl. Oh dear God! I don't even want to know what this is gonna look like. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she'd oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Agara's music catch up to me. Okay. Alright. You know, I kind of really didn't know what I was expecting to see there. I knew it was something bad was probably gonna happen, because if the character no longer exists, because it did say, Sayori.chr doesn't exist, which is strange, because visual novels shouldn't work in that sense. Usually they just have a sprite sheet to work with, and it chooses between the sprite sheets. I know this because I've actually tried to make visual novels myself in the past, and that's generally how I did it. But it's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school. This changed. Meanwhile, I've always watched a school alone. I almost read that wrong. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. This entire script was rewritten to accommodate for the lack of Sayori, which is kind of sad. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content by getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. You never know that! school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I packed up my things, I stared blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Satoru? Hey, shit! I don't trust you anymore. You stay away from me. You stay away. Stay away! Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? No, it has not. You get out. Out. Get out. See the door? There's the door. Get out. Out. I don't trust you. I know you pulling some shit. I don't trust you. That last scenario right before she... right before she went away. You were up to something. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. I don't trust her at all. We didn't know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Anyway, what did you come in here for? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? I should probably get Cursor out of here. Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. She's not wrong. I think I've said that already, though. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. You clearly have made something special out of this so far. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Okay. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. Don't you need usually 4? Usually you need 4 for a club, don't you? Because you gotta at least have the officers of the club. The president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. I mean, okay, that's just how it goes here. That's how it works at my college. I don't know how it works in wherever this is. If this is even a place. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Satoru. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case... Is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but... If you could at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well... I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? You clearly don't know what's going on right now. Which scares me, because that tells me something alone already. Sure. I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Satoru, you know that? It's nothing, really. I already lost my best friend, so I no longer have any friends, so I'm just gonna join a club. Shall we go, then? I'll look for materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. You sold your soul a while back ago, and now you're reliving the nightmare again. I typically follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Son of a bitch. This is how you're gonna play games with me, huh? You're gonna jump scare me. It's not that I'm scared of jump scares. They're just startling. Well, let's see how bad this goes. I'm expecting another one with Natsuki here. Really? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, hush you. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Satoru. All words escape me in this situation. This club. It's full of incredibly cute girls. Minus one, of course, because she died. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name apparently is Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki. Energetic as usual. Something I think I want to point out real quick. That little jump scare actually spiked my volume, which is going to be funny because I got to edit that out, or at least neutralize it a little bit. Because I'm going to scare the hell out of you guys, just scaring the heck out of me. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. You're the vice president now, huh? Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet you both of you. So, I ran into Satoru in the classroom, and he decided to come back out of the club, come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new here? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. And the opportunity was perfect. Oh, God. My mind already has an idea, and, I'm scared who's next. I don't know who's next, and I'm worried about that. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Satoru? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here. But we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As the president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. I wonder how long it's going to take me before I get accustomed to jump scares. Because at this point, now that I know they're here, are these glitches. These glitches are pseudo jump scary. Because it bothers me more because one, I'm a programmer, and two, I'm a graphic artist. So put those two together, it's like my worst nightmare. And I've seen some pretty bad graphic problems. I don't think I want to see any more. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Insulted, Yuri looks away. Maybe Yuri can save me this time around. I believe you. Well, continued reading may not be a pastime for me. But, well, I mean, if you say anime is one of your pastimes, then I guess manga is in some regards, and with manga's kind of reading, and even then there's light novels, which is also reading. So, I don't know. I guess he's maybe not into that, he's just the anime viewer. He's not necessarily the big light novel or manga protagonist as like someone like me. I guess I can't call myself a protagonist. But I do like reading a lot of manga and a lot of, well, more light novels than manga, because the pictures are nice, but they're not as it's not as open to imagination as a light novel. Light novels can be a little descriptive, but they let your imagination soar a bit more because you have less of a visual, so it's up to you to kind of put it all together. It's one of the things I love about reading, in all honesty. If a book's good, it manages to allow your mind to travel. And that's the best part, in all honesty. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Satoru, what kind of things do you like to read? I've already answered this question, and I don't know how to feel about it anymore. Well, considering how little I've read in these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. God, this feels such like deja vu, except I know it's not. And I'm already... Now that I've had it once, I'm on edge, which is nice. I'm just hoping I don't suddenly scream to the point where the neighbor freaks out at me here. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well, like right now. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Wait, did that say lack of imagination? Excuse me. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. I mentioned that it's usually too much imagination for me. That's usually what my problem is. I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Did I? I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Oh my god. This broke the fourth wall to me. Do you guys get it? Do you guys know what I mean here? By breaking the fourth wall? Jesus. Ugh. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give it back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share it with them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. Oh, not a confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. the truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we can all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for us all to participate in. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Satoru? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have the clothes to look at, and I lose my train of thought. The three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Satoru. The thing is, we're not a club without 4 people. Yep. I thought so. It takes 4. It makes sense. It has to take 4. Because you have to have 4 officers. We don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival... defenseless against these girls. No, you're not! Wake up! Wake up, sheeple! Can't you see she's trying to control you? Yuri, Natsuki? Wake up, sheeple! Wake up! How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Okay, the 2 on the left I'm fine with. Monika, you can get out. See, there's the door. The door's right there. Out. I don't trust you anymore. Right. Okay. I've decided then. Why have I done this? I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Satoru? Yeah. Could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after this, I would be super pissed. Satoru, I'm so happy. You could be an official club now. Thank you so much for this, you're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Trust me, you've already failed in that department. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meetings and we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Satoru, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. You're doing the Sayori giggle. You pain. Oh! Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. Incoming jump scare probably because it has to get rid of the whole scene where we're talking to what's-her-face. I can't wait. Here we go. Ja! Come on, hit me with it. Hit me with it. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer with one of these girls. No, it won't. All right. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I'm sure which it already has not, because we are the super duper unlucky person. Ha! guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Give me that glitch! Give it to me! Do it!
You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read?
Yes?
Nothing is real?
So desu ne. Nothing is real. I'm watching you. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. Oh, that is weird. That is weird. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it on that note. Here, guys. Hope you are enjoying this series. Because, man, it's not messing with me entirely. I don't like jump scares, mostly because I think they're the cheapest way to scare somebody. I really don't think they're jump scares, they're just kind of glitches that happen, and I just gotta be ready for them. That's really all it is, I guess. I don't really think it's trying to actually be jump scary. It's just doing psychological horror, just messing with you mentally. Which, I've been through worse already. So, anyway, hope you guys are enjoying this series, and I will see you in the next live stream or video that I do. Until then, I will catch all you guys later.